You've been told you have a disc injury, it can be really scary and it can make us wonder, like, am I going to need surgery? Is this going to be permanent? And those things really make us take a step back and wonder, what do we do about this? There are all sorts of different treatment options. And today we're going to talk about one that's very, very powerful with not only giving you an understanding of your injury, but also an ability to treat it yourself. The McKenzie Method is something that I have been learning more and more about for the last 5 or 6 years. It was originally developed by a physical therapist named Robin McKenzie several decades ago, more or less by an accident. And what he learned at the time was that many injuries have what we call a directional preference. And all that means is if you move the joint a specific way, it changes the pain. And while that sounds simple, it has very, very big effects on things that are somewhat and sometimes look like they only can be treated with surgery. Things like disc herniations and disc bulbs, nerve root impingement, sciatica, even things like rotator cuff problems. And so why I have continued to spend so much time sitting in classes for this and working towards certifications in the program is that I value a great deal being able to give you a tool to treat yourself and a tool to understand your injury so that you know what to do. But having the tool set is a very powerful thing. And so often people wonder, like, is it only for disc injuries? But the McKenzie Method is really more about understanding what is happening, a classification system. It gives us the tool to say, this is what's wrong, here's how we're going to treat it or manage it, or hey, you need to be referred to do something else. And when we have the ability to classify, we can understand what we need to do. And so the first step in anyone's coming into the office or any new injury is classification, a diagnosis. What's wrong with me? Having the McKenzie Method allows us to, in a non-invasive way, without any pops or cracks or heavy pushing or pulling, move your body gently under your control, and you're going to see within a matter of moments, is this helping or not? And there's nothing more powerful than when you are in a really bad spot, an injury, something's really killing you, to have a change and sometimes almost immediately to get better. This is then something you can go home with, and I can do this throughout the day and I can feel better and better. And I think that's why the McKenzie Method is so powerful, is that we can use this tool just about any time on just about any joint in the body and get better understanding of the nature of your injury so you get the best advice possible when you're working with us.